Hey guys, Matt Vizella here from SFC. Today we're looking at a concept called P.A.P or P.A.P, which is post-activation potentiation. Now, what exactly does that look like or what does it mean? For example, if you've been using the bench press before and you've really loaded up the weight, you've gone into your first repetition, you might have 80, 90, 100 kilos on the bar. The first rep you'll find is a lot more difficult than your second rep. Right? And often people go, well, why is that? And that's because of potentiation. What you're doing through that first rep is calling on the muscle, calling on the neural drive of that muscle so that you can produce more force. And until the second rep, that force cannot be expressed. So that's how basically P.A.P works. I'm going to show you a little demonstration here. This is my 80% 1RM. We're going to work for 3 reps. And the idea here is we're going to go straight from my 3 repetition 1RM at roughly 80% into my vertical jump sequence or a counter movement jump, which is going to produce obviously vertical expression of force. So let's look at potentiation versus fatigue. All right, when we apply stress through weight or resistance to the body, the muscles need to, number one, potentiate, which basically just means to activate. All right, we create a greater neural drive through rate of fire and sequencing of the motor heads within the muscle. Okay, what that means is that the further we go through that potentiation phase, so we've got a good sort of curve here, bell curve, eventually we're going to hit the point where we're past potentiation and we're moving into fatigue. Now that's the area we want to avoid when we're working for power, right, which is strength at speed. So if you're trying to jump higher or any performance benefit, if that's what you're trying to achieve, then it's important that we're not working at fatigue and we're working at the highest rate of fire or the highest point of potentiation we can get to without entering into fatigue. That's why 1 to 3 reps is ideal at 80% 1RM, because we're not going to fatigue the body just as yet, but we are going to potentiate, and hopefully the more we potentiate, the more force we can subsequently produce directly after that potentiation phase. So that's it there, guys. That's P.A.P. Post-activation potentiation, or P.A.P for short. One of my favorite strength and conditioning or strength concepts. Give it a go. Look, it's pretty easy to perform. If you are a weekend warrior, amateur athlete, professional athlete, you may have heard of this already. If you haven't incorporated into your program, you should see some really good results. Any questions, as always, guys, hit us in the comments below. Take care. God bless. Speak with you shortly.